Yeah.
I love languages. I love languages.
You love languages.
I am thinking to study linguistic career, maybe.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
Okay, thank you.
I like languages too.
Me too.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. George. And we have Mr. Kirill. Please take your time.
My name is Kirill. I'm not polyglot. I like to English. I go
English. Yes.
to asking
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yes, Mr. Kirill. Continue, please.
Uh, Today we asking with emotional exciting. Try.
Today, yeah, we're going to discuss about anxiety. Yes, that's right. And what do you do? Like, what's your activity every day? Your daily activity, Mr. Kirill? Are you a student or are you a teacher? What's your profession?
I reading to information for to беседа
Yes.
message. Yes.
What is your job, Mr. Kirill?
My profession.
Yes.
Lawyer. I studying
You are a student, college student.
student. That's yes. Student.
College student. Oh, nice. So, thank you so much, Mr. Kirill. And okay, let's continue. So before we go to the material for today, we will do an icebreaker. Oh, here we have Miss Yolanda, I think. Miss Yolanda is joining. Hello there, Miss Yolanda.
Yes, hello.
Hello there, Miss Yolanda. Welcome to the conference call. We have been getting to know each other, introducing ourselves, and I am Tiamelan from Bandung. Here we have from Russia, Mr. Kirill, Mr. George from Peru. We have Miss Yusi from Indonesia, Miss Nana from Malaysia, Mr. Abdul Rafi from Indonesia too, and I'm from Bandung, Indonesia. And could you please take your time introducing yourself, Miss Yolanda? Hello, Miss Yolanda. Yes, you can tell us about yourself a little bit. Oh, left meeting, maybe disconnected. So before we do the material, we will play a game. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so this game is called Bomb Challenge, and how to play this? How to play this? That we've got to say anything that related to anxiety. Okay, any words that related to anxiety or anything, any words, within 5 minutes. So one by one, player takes turn to say the word, and we rotate it. Okay, Miss Adiba is joining until the bomb explodes. For examples, let's say I'm the first player. I say the word related to anxiety, depression, for example. Then the next player continues, and so on until the bomb explodes. Is it clear? Is it clear for everybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah, clear. Okay. So the first is me, and then goes to Miss Yusi, Miss Nana, and then okay, Adiba is okay. Hello, Miss Adiba.
Hello.
Hello there. Welcome, Miss Adiba.
Aku
Miss Adiba. Okay. We are about to do the bomb challenge, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. Do you still remember the game?
Could you repeat
Yeah.
again, Mister? Could you repeat again? What should we do?
Repeat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
we will say anything that related to the word anxiety, because that's the topic for today. Anxiety. Within 5 minutes, so one by one player takes turn to say the word. We rotate the turn until the bomb explodes. For example, I'm the first player. I say the word related to anxiety is depression, and then the next player continues, and so on and so on. Okay, Adiba, is it clear?
Clear, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
clear. No problem. So the order of the players is me first, and then Miss Yusi, Miss Nana, Miss Miss Yolan is not here. Mr. Rofik, Mr. George, and Mr. Kirill. Okay. So me first. Here we go. Let's do it. 2, 1. Related to anxiety. Panic. Miss Yusi.
Stress. Stress.
Stress. That's right. What about Miss Nana?
Social.
Yes. What is it?
Social.
First show. First show. Okay. Mr. Abdul Rafiq. Mr. Abdul. Is Mr. Abdul here?
Scared.
Scared. Okay. Mr. George. Mr. George, your turn.
Anxious.
Anxious, of course.
Anxious. Anxious.
Yes. Mr. Kirill, the word related to anxiety. Mr. Kirill, are you there? Hello? Can anyone hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we're still waiting for
Yeah,
Mr.
perfect.
Kirill. How about
Maybe you
Mr.
can
Kirill?
pass.
Yes, I see. Straight.
Okay, what's your word related to anxiety? The thing that can make you anxious, maybe? What is that? Any ideas? Okay, pass. And we'll go to Miss Adiba. Miss Adiba.
Trauma.
Trauma. Okay, very good. Back to me. Concern. Okay, what about Miss Yusi?
Worry.
Worry, that's right. Miss Nana?
Trembling.
Trembling, yes, that's right. And Mr. Abdul Rafiq?
Pressure.
Pressure, yeah. Mr. George?
Emotions.
Emotion, yeah, exactly. Mr. Kirill? Try harder, Mr. Kirill. Any ideas? I will count till 5.
I will go to straight.
Stride. What is stride?
Stride.
Anyone can help me? Stride. What is stride? Sorry. What was it? I'm gonna pause. How do you spell stride?
It's very
You mean scared? Is it scared? Mr. Kirill?
yes.
Scared, okay. Let's go to Miss Adiba. Miss Adiba, the next word related to anxiety.
Phobia.
Phobia, that's right. Back to me. Anger. Okay, what about Miss Yusi?
Nervous.
Nervous. Okay, nervousness. Okay, and then Miss Nana.
Unease.
Yes, what is it?
Unease.
Unease. Okay, and Mr. Abdul Rafiq.
How about getting stomach?
Okay, okay. Butterfly in the stomach. Nervous, like. And Mr. George, back to you, Mr. George.
Okay, mental disorders.
Mental disorder, exactly. And Mr. Kirill, back to you again. Come on, the bomb will explode. We have not much time.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, Miss Adiba.
Shy.
Shy. Okay, back to me. Hopelessness. Back to Miss Yusi. Trouble. Back to Miss Nana.
Fear.
Fear. Back to Mr. Rafiq. Mr. Rafiq.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker. Okay, I used to be. And Mr. George.
Feeling.
Feeling, of course. Mr. Kirill. Mr. Kirill, is she still here? Hello, Mr. Kirill?
Yusi.
Hello. First, you need go right, then straight.
Okay, Miss Adiba. What about Miss Adiba?
What? Aduh.
Thing. You'll get the bomb, Miss Adiba.
Oh my
Or
god.
or Miss Yusi, or everybody.
What ya? Aduh.
You're too long.
Tuang.
Go. Quickly.
Go.
Go. Sorry. Oh,
Miss
yes.
Adiba, oh my god. We cannot save you, I'm sorry. We couldn't save you. Anyway, I hope it was fun. And we have Miss Yolanda. Miss Yolanda has just joined, but missed the game. Too bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late because I'm
Okay. It's okay. So you joined, but you were maybe disconnected. And then, would you like to introduce yourself to us, Miss Yolanda, before we kick off the material?
okay. Hello everyone, my name is Yola Wulandari. I'm from Surabaya.
Surabaya. Okay.
Yes, Surabaya. But I'm sorry, my English very bad.
We are all learning here, practicing English together. Okay. Nice to meet you,
Thank you.
Miss
Nice to
Yola.
meet you too.
Nice to meet you. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So, anxiety. Wow. According to the Oxford Dictionary, anxiety is the state of feeling nervous or worried that something bad is going to happen. That's based on Oxford Dictionary. And from Mr. Polo, anxiety was born in the very same moment as mankind. And since we will never be able to master it, we will have to learn to live with it, just as we have learned to live with storms. So yeah, we were born with them, with the anxiety. So here are the statistic data, 2022. I don't know what this year. What makes the world anxious? A 2022 survey showed that about 1/3 of the world worries about the COVID-19. Do you still remember, guys, when COVID-19 hit the world? It was really bad. COVID-19 pandemic, poverty and inequality, as well as unemployment, follow in second and third places. So here are the data. Top 10 worrying concerns. Number 1 is COVID-19. Wow, 35% of the world. Number 2, poverty and social activity. 3, unemployment. Yeah, since COVID-19 hit the world, so here, especially in my country, and maybe it happened too with the other countries. And here in Indonesia, I heard many people what is that? Yeah, so many unemployment. And number 4, financial and political corruption. Number 5, crime and violence, healthcare, inflation, taxes, education, climate change. So many problems in this world. And which country has the highest stress and anxiety level? 74% of Afghanistan and Lebanon's population report high stress and anxiety levels. This data is from 2021. Gallup report on the most stressed countries. And the United States come in the 9th place. This is not complete one. And more than half of its population, 52%, report high levels of stress and anxiety. So too bad that Indonesia is here, my country. But less stress, it's a less stress. But I don't know, in reality now, 2023, maybe more and more people get stressed about their daily lives. And anxiety among adults by age group, and 41.7% or more than 2 in 5 young adults suffer from this mental health problem of the different age groups. It affects those above the 80 years age group at least at 16%. So many factors, yeah, contribute to why young adults are more susceptible to anxiety. These include poor general health, social media, especially social media nowadays, yeah, and lack of sleep, economic uncertainty, age, and low resilience to pressure. And here we have the anxiety can lead to various acts like this. 11 weird things your anxiety makes you do. The first, as you can see here, you always imagine the worst in every scenario. And number 2, you overthink about the smallest of things. Number 3, you have trouble falling asleep even when you are sleep deprived. You reject invitations even if you want to go out. You constantly feel scared of saying something stupid and wrong. You feel insecurity, right? You always compare yourself with others. You are easily worried with words of concern. You get very nervous when you think about the future. You blame yourself when others don't reply to your messages. It's like today's issue. Do you guys have you heard about FOMO? FOMO. Anyone? Mr. Rafi, have you heard about FOMO?
FOMO?
Yeah. FOMO stands for feeling of, oh my God, I forgot. Feeling of missing out.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. It's like.
Yeah. I think because of the anxiety can lead to be FOMO. Just like this, you blame yourself when others don't reply to your messages. Have you ever get that?
Yeah.
Blame yourself when. Yeah. What about Mr. George? Mr. George, have you had like this, that you blame yourself when others don't reply to your messages? Mr. George?
I heard that word, but I didn't know the meaning, the exact meaning. But now I know.
Now you know. Good. FOMO. Yeah, FOMO stands for feeling of missing out. Because I think it began when social media came, I guess. So everything has to go fast in the world, social media and technology. And number 10, you feel unwell physically. So it goes to physical impact too, and mentally most of the time. And you find it difficult to forgive yourself for the mistakes you make at work. You feel so much insecurity. So before we go to the questions, let's try the anxiety test online. So we will do this together. but I will send the link. That's the link, minddiagnostics.org, anxiety test. So we will do the test. Okay, start test, and we will get the result instantly. Take this mental health test. It's quick, free, and you'll get your confidential results instantly. Okay, let's just try. This will take only 2 or 3 minutes. The first question is, I've been unable to stay in one place, like sitting down for any length of time. Never, some of the time, much of the time, or nearly all the time. This is the question. What do you think? Miss Adiba, what do you think? Have you been unable to stay in one place, like sitting down for any length of time?
Never.
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 Never. Okay. You can do the test yourself after the conference call, whatever. This is just, we will do this together. And, okay, the next question is, I've been very concerned about several things at one time. What about Mr. Rofi? What about you?
I have been very concerned about several things, and it's like
your
multitasking.
mind. Yeah, multitask, you know, at the same time. Is it never?
It happened in my life. Multitask, like when I'm doing something, but in my mind, I actually think about something and should be done at the time.
Wow, yeah. I think most people have experienced this. Based on you, about this one.
Okay.
Never, or some of the time, much of the time, or nearly all the time.
This question for me?
Yes, let's do this together.
I have ever. I have been very concerned about several things. Yeah, ever. When I work in abroad, I have to work like in the gardening, but in my mind, I always counting about money, how many blah 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 divided money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is much of the time, is it?
Yeah, much
of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, much of the time. Much of the time. So the next is, I've been agitated, tense, or skittish. I would like to ask Miss Yola. Have you been agitated, tense, or skittish recently?
I don't understand agitated. What agitated?
Agitated means disturbed. It's the synonym of anxious. Tense means, nervous or something like that. In Indonesia, we call tegang, tegang, something like that. And skittish means feel scared, feel coward, faint-hearted. Skittish. Have you been feeling this?
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Some of the time. The next is, I've been unable to feel calm or relaxed. I would like to choose Miss Nana. Miss Nana, have you been unable to feel calm or relaxed?
I think sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. Okay. Some of the time. The next is, I have struggled to control feelings or anxiety, agitation, or fear. Mr. George, what about Mr. George?
In my case, I usually try to control that emotions. Okay. Because I realize when I feel that, when I have anxiety or agitation.
Okay.
I try to breathe.
Okay.
Try to breathe. Try to think in positive I try to have positive thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and to eliminate that
That kind of feeling. Okay. So
Yes.
how frequent is it? Is it some of the time, much of the
No,
time?
some of time.
Some of the
Some
time.
of the time.
Some of the time. Okay. So the next is, I felt bad-tempered, irritable, and moody. What about Miss Yusi?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Is when I have many work duties, and then someone, some people make me angry, so I cannot
Yeah.
control myself. I directly boom, explode.
Okay. Sometimes, yeah? Okay, some of the time. So the next question is, not question, the next thing is, I have been afraid of or panicky about bad things that might happen to myself or others. Back to Mr. Rafi, what do you think, Mr. Rafi? Have you been afraid or panicky about bad things that might happen to yourself?
I feel a bit of panic about that in the mic. Yes, panic.
Panic.
I have been afraid and panic.
See. So is it never? Oh no, of course not never. Some of the time.
Your opinion about anxiety is like nervous and then not feeling well, right?
Okay. Okay, that's right. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
You feel
And
that
then
first. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then, how would you describe anxiety in your own opinion, Mr. Abdul Rafi?
Oh yeah. Describe anxiety. Like me feeling like worry about something which is not happen in the future, but we still like think it's gonna happen or not. Like worry about in the future.
That's right.
It's gonna be anxiety.
Yeah, that's right. Worrying about the future. Yeah.
Yeah, worrying about the future.
Worrying about the future. I agree with that. The future is actually not our control. Actually. Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah, but as a human being, we sometimes in that position we think that about the future, what the bad thing is gonna be happen.
That's right. We can do our best, but we cannot control the result. Okay. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah. We should be more wise. We should be more wise for in the future.
Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Abdul Rafiq. Now, somebody has to give a comment to Mr. Abdul Rafiq and answer the first question. Mr. George. Any comments to Mr. Abdul Rafiq?
Yeah, I have an opinion about that. I think that anxiety, it's an emotional state where our mind and our body feel unbalanced.
Yeah, right, imbalanced.
Therefore, we can feel bad, and sometimes some people need to take medications.
Yeah, of course. It can lead to a physical effect.
Yeah, and different people express the anxiety of different ways. For example, some people I don't know how to say
sweating. Yeah.
Or other people feel nervous, or other people feel a lot of fear. Different ways.
Yeah, that's right. So it can lead to a physical impact to our body. Yeah, physical impact. You can get sweaty when you feel nervous.
And shaking.
Shaking because of the nervousness. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much, Mr. George. And the next to give a comment to Mr. George is Miss Yola.
Yes.
Miss Yola, do you have any comments to Mr. George? What do you think? Do you agree?
Nothing.
Okay, and how would you describe anxiety? How would you describe anxiety in your opinion?
Anxiety.
Yola?
I
Your voice is not clear. Maybe the signal problem, Miss Yola. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear us? Hello? Miss Yola? Okay. So we'll pass Miss Yola and Miss Nana. Miss Nana, could you give a comment to Mr. George, please? Take your time,
Yeah,
Miss Nana.
Okay, I think I do agree with Mr. George description. I mean, like different people have different effects on anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And my own comments on anxiety, I think it's like a feeling of weariness or something when we feel very uncomfortable when we need to face something that we just don't like it. And yeah, different people have different kind of feelings. I mean, like some people don't like being in front of other people. Some people might be anxiety because of the social things or media things or something like that.
So yeah, many things can make us get the anxiety, especially the social media. I think has a huge impact in our lives, the way we think, the way we act. Social media has a big influence, and that's right, Miss Nana. Is that all, Miss Nana?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, and I agree. And we can feel really uncomfortable about this feeling of anxiety. Yeah, really uncomfortable. And then the one who can give a comment, the next is, what about Mr. Kirill? Mr. Kirill still here? Is
Yes.
Mr. Kirill still here? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
would you like to give a comment to Miss Nana? Mr. Kirill.
My stress be really but he be I go to a gum and it's very very good.
You're worrying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feel worry. Yeah, you feel worry. Okay. Is that your point, Mr. Kirill?
Yes.
So anxiety. Yeah. And so
I
anxiety. Yes.
ask to people
Mm-hmm.
they happened
Mm-hmm. So
in many situations.
in many situations, it happens in many situations. So we feel anxious in many situations. We feel worry. Is that your point, Mr. Kirill?
Yes,
Is it right?
it's
Okay.
very
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
very
It's okay.
there are sports there is very right
Okay. Okay, so you feel worry, of course, anxiety related to worry. I really agree with that. And is that all, Mr. Kirill? Okay. Anything else
okay,
you want to say?
okay.
Okay.